Today, from St. Louis, Missouri, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's St. Louis taking on the Memphis Steamers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with their opponents. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you take a look at our home side. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And what a first half of the season he's had, leading the NFL in passing yards to this point. He's been a tough man to slow down. So this defense certainly has its work cut out for him.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They'll run on first down. Lions. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Tyson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Tyson. He finds his man, complete. It's Lucas. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
Back to throw. Tyson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Tyson. And he will find his man on the outside. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Defensively, they better figure something out. Opening drive, he already has 4 catches.
And if you have to figure out how to stop him defensively, that usually means you weaken your defense. That means that now the offense is doing the dictating, and they should have other things open up as well.
Throwing on first down. Tyson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man. Complete. It's Lucas.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Back to the air on second down. Tyson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. From the gun, Tyson. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Steamers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Point after, right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win, like a good pitcher, without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Defense gives up a touchdown the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll set up a throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. He'll drop to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Crawford. And he's got this down to the 35. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 34. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 18 carries, 79 yards.
Are we playing old school football now? We've got the top 10 rusher in the league. He's sitting at number 10, but he has a chance to move up with a big-time game. So expect that offensive line every time they go to the bench and tell the offensive coordinator, let's run the football.
Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing, and they're going to have a 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year.
And the Bulldogs are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point splits the uprights.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive.
A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Now, Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. And when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11-5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Tyson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun, Tyson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they stop him up short of the 1st down as they get him at about the 43. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Royal. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Second and 11 now.
He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Crawford. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the defense. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And he's got his big tight end here. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On second down now, Royal. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Second and 2. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
And this offense on third down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He'll look to throw.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
On 4th down, Brian Flores going to call on the field goal unit. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense.
And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Tyson. It's caught. Baldwin. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
7 yards, the pickup there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tyson, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. On 1st down, Tyson. Under pressure, and down he goes. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Back to throw. Tyson. And he can't escape, and down he goes. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the 2nd half of the season. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the 2nd quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the 2nd half? To find out, let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this 3rd quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the 2nd half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the 1st half They didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
2nd and 5. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Back to throw. He gets it into the arms of Parker. Complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll try the left side. Royal finding some room at midfield. And finally marked down at the 42-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Crawford. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. They'll look to throw again. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Bulldogs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Circle that drive, because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes, because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side, and he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Tyson firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Operating from the gun, Tyson. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st down, it's Lyons, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Tyson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. 3rd and 1, they opt to pass it, and the one thing happened that could not happen. They took a sack.
Yeah, I just wonder, is that an indictment of their offensive line? Did they think that they couldn't move them enough to pick up a first down there? Or was it analytics? Did they think about it that way? In any event, they'll be studying that in the future.
Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And this one is right through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. And that'll set him back 5. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7. Now a nice Nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. The throw over the middle taken in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Second and 6. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant, extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a handoff here to his running back. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. It's the 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
On 1st and 10, Tyson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. Back to throw. Tyson. This is Hillman with it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here is the home side to take over on offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd down at 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down.
It seemed like he kept going through those progressions, and I thought he might dump that underneath, but he couldn't get rid of the football in time.
And I have to wonder if he was thinking while he was back there, I wish there were a lot less progressions on this play, just someone that I can dump the ball to and get it out of my hands.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. You hate to surrender the football when you're nursing a slim lead, but they're going to have to punt it away. Trust that defense.
It's the right play at this stage of the game as well. You don't need to press it here because you do have that little bit of a cushion, and you count on your D to make it stand up.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Tyson. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20.
I thought he did a nice job there setting an edge and make sure nothing could get to the outside. But he decided that wasn't enough for him. Worked his way back inside and made the tackle on the ball carrier.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. 7 yards the pick up there. Working with a 2nd and 3. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. This offense so far on 3rd down, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he brings this up to the 46, good enough for the first. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he finds Parker here, complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Six yards left on 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. And his kick here is good. And they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. throwing on first down. Tyson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. From the gun, Tyson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at about the 31. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And he'll give it here to his running back. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. To throw on third down, Frost. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bulldogs are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
A try here for the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now it's Patterson. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd and 1. And he whips that one incomplete there. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Tyson. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And some room to maneuver. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steamers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with a touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. That time, a 6-play drive. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
The home side once again ready to take over offensively.
And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. And they take a knee.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the home team here,
the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year.
And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they're going to get an extra week to stew over this as they're not back in action until week 11. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.